Greetings, children of the screen. Your friendly neighborhood nerd scum here once again. Today I wanted to take a few minutes to talk to you guys about Suicide Squad Hell to Pay. It's the newest animated feature brought to us through DC Comics. It's directed by Sam Yu, with writers Alan Bennett and John Ostrander. It has a fantastic voice cast, including Christian Slater, Vanessa Williams, Billy Brown, Kristen Brewer Van Stern, Gideon Emery, Liam McClarthy, I think. You guys know how I am with names. Tara Strong, David Boat, Thomas C. Howell, Greg Grunberg, David Filoni, Trevor Duvall, and I feel like I'm missing some. But anyway, the point is, it's got a great voice cast. And guys, this movie is like another of these animated DC rated R movies. And after the last couple, Killing Joke and Batman Harley Quinn, like, people really kind of got on DC's ass about, like, hey, like, these are barely PG-13 movies. Like, you're marketing them as rated R movies, but these are just, it's a PG-13 movie at best. Well, guys, with this movie, they definitely decided to rectify that. This movie's got plenty of blood, plenty of swearing. On the back of the box, it says it has a brief graphic nudity. It's not graphic. There is a nipple for a shadow of a second, but it's nothing too crazy. Like, the Spawn animated series was more graphic in terms of the nudity. But the point is, they did take it up a notch, which is cool because they're dealing with the Suicide Squad. Now, the previous Suicide Squad animated movie took place inside the Arkham Asylum, or the Arkham universe, This one does not. It's not clear if it takes place in the same continuity with, like, Justice League War and the Teen Titans movies that they've been doing. But it is at least tangentially connected to the universe from Flashpoint, which I think is, like, I think they did in the movies just like they did in the comics, where Flashpoint was when they set up their new, like, animated universe based on the New 52 or whatever. So I'm not sure, but the great thing about it is it doesn't matter. Like, we get some great variations on these characters. It's definitely, like, a New 52 inspired, I'm sure, with these versions, like the outfit Deadshot has and the outfit Harley Quinn has. Not to mention we get, like, this dope reimagining of Copperhead, like a version of him that's not just a joke and makes you laugh a little bit. Really, and alright, so yeah, cut to the chase. I enjoyed this movie. I definitely did. It felt much, even though, like, it's not as good as Batman Assault on Arkham, which is actually a Suicide Squad movie, but it definitely felt like the Suicide Squad comics, where, like, the stories are vastly different from, like, story arc to story arc. Like, you get a lot of different stuff, and this was something totally different than that, and I feel that, like, it really works. The basic plot for this one is that Amanda Waller gets diagnosed with cancer, and so she sends the squad out after this card, which is literally a get out of hell free card. But unfortunately, there are two different groups of villains who are also fighting for the card. And when Suicide Squad comes into conflict with both of them, we get some amazing, like, appearances from frickin' Zoom and Banshee and Blockbuster and Vandal Savage and the ridiculously named but totally awesome Scandal Savage, his daughter. Also, oh my god, this movie, it's only for a minute. This movie brought back Punch and Judy, which is fantastic, because right now in Doomsday Clock, we're seeing, like, a play on those characters in Marionette and Mime. Now, Punch and Judy, for those of you who don't know, who are, like, old school Atom and Nightshade villains. But yeah, they rolled them into this, and they did something. If there's anyone out there who really loves those characters, they're probably not happy with it, but I was just happy to see them get used. It was kind of fun. A lot of people will probably be complaining about Harley Quinn in this movie, partly because she's very sexual in this movie, despite not having any sex scenes in this one, and people keep forgetting that that's very actually intrinsic to the character of Harley Quinn. It's always been a part of her character, but more so that, like, Harley doesn't really do much of anything in this movie. Like, she's just kind of there. And I love Harley Quinn. I'm a big Harley Quinn fan. You guys have probably seen my statues and all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm crazy for Harley Quinn. But right now, with Harley being basically the third pillar of the DC comics universe, like she's getting a lot of exposure, a lot of overexposure, and she's really getting elevated to a point that changes her as a character. So in this movie, it was actually kind of nice to see the focus be put on some other characters like Bronze Tiger, who arguably far less people know, or unarguably, I would say, far less people know, and they did a very good version of that character. The animation style also really works for me in this. Yeah, like, all in all, guys, I'm gonna say that, like, I enjoyed this movie. It's not nearly as good as something like Gotham by Gaslight or Assault on Arkham, but I would say, like, you know, you know what? I'm gonna give this one 4 out of 5 GGs and a recommend, because I thought it was really cool. It was a lot of fun. It's not straight up the... It is actually straight up the typical kind of Suicide Squad thing, because Suicide Squad is just kind of anything and everything. But yeah, I really totally enjoyed it, and I would recommend it. But anyway, that's just what I thought, guys. Have any of you out there seen this movie yet? Or are you planning on seeing it? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you like this video, please leave a like and share it with some friends, because that's more important now than ever with everything YouTube is changing up on us small YouTubers. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit that little bell so that you can get updates on all the dope content I'll have coming out in the future. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you have a good one. Nerd Scum, out.